Hey guys, Christiana on the Well Behaved Wallet, and I'm here today to kind of give you an update on what's going on with my work situation and my job. In the face of such uncertainty, I personally find it comforting to hear what other people are experiencing so I can feel like I've got some camaraderie and I'm not alone in this. So that's one thing that I know for sure is that I'm not alone. I'm currently in quarantine as you probably are too, and I'm currently working from home as you probably maybe too, depending on your situation. So just to kind of give you some history, I am an account manager for a large digital marketing company in the marketing sector. I work on the managed services agency side, so a lot of our clients are in the education vertical. I personally have two big clients, and I'm kind of helping out with a third, and two of those are in the education world. So we've seen kind of a lot of ups and downs, and I'm just going to kind of stay with like the facts of what's happening. Our company has about 11 different offices now. We're in the process of acquiring new divisions, so we're really, and I have to say that it's a great company, and I work for and with some just amazing people, and I really consider it a huge, I feel very fortunate to be in this situation. It hasn't always been the case, and I've gone through a few different roles in this company, and I've had a couple different jobs, and prior to this, I've not always worked with the best people, but in this situation, I really feel fortunate to be working where I am. So our company has 11 offices, and we've currently closed, as of right now, we've closed 4 offices, or we've transitioned 4 offices to work entirely from home, remotely. That may change as things go on and as more sort of social confinements put in place. We'll see, the situation is developing. But as our office was transitioned to be entirely remote as of, the plan was to put it in place on Monday of this week. What happened, so I've worked this entire week from home, and it was originally supposed to be on Monday, but on Thursday they came in and said, you know what, you guys can go starting Friday. So I worked last Friday, was my first full day working from home. Then I spent this entire week working from home as well. And I have to say that I feel extremely well supported by our company. They really took time to make sure that A, they were being proactive, but B, they had the necessary infrastructure in place to support us in our work from home capacities. So we've got a really great tech team that's extremely responsive, as well as I feel like my manager is very accessible, and I feel like he's also supported as well. So I'm chatting with my colleagues on Slack all the time, and we hop on video calls as necessary. All client calls have also proceeded without interruption. Because why would they? They're remote, so I've been on video all week, and I had a small tech issue. I used an adapter from my computer to go to my remote wireless mouse, and the USB port burnt out, so I was able to get a replacement within 48 hours, which is quicker than would have happened normally had I been in the office. So I really feel like our team is super supportive, both practically and logistically, as well as sort of emotionally and socially. So that's kind of the situation from a work perspective. As far as I guess client work has gone, most of this is all done remote anyway, so again, no interruptions. I've been on the phone with a lot of clients, and I feel like I kind of try to do that proactively and reach out to them and see how they're doing, just to kind of check in, again, proactively before things happen, just to say, hey, how are things looking on your end? And as many of our campuses are ground, we have both ground and online components. Some of the ground components have had their start dates pushed back a little bit. There have been some effects to their class sizes, because obviously they're not going to be starting in person. Their schedules have been pushed back. So that's on the ground side. On the online side, business is pretty much proceeding as normal. Our admissions teams are doing remote, virtual, and phone interviews, and our online classes start dates are proceeding as normal. So there really hasn't been much change as far as that's concerned. So that's a benefit from the business side, is that pretty much as far as workload, it's just pretty much proceeding as normal. There is actually, I would say on my end, I've seen more work come in because we've seen increased demand, and our clients are really looking to proactively reach their students and prospective students to let them know and to support them during this time of uncertainty and provide resources, knowledge, and education proactively, which I think is really encouraging, which is wonderful, but it also means that we're kind of, that there's excess work to make sure that things are getting done in a timely way, which I'm happy to do because, again, in an unprecedented time, it's just good to be ahead of the curve and to be proactively reaching out to people rather than kind of sitting around and waiting. So that's what's happening from a business end. From a personal end, I'm one of those wacky people that really enjoys I guess having a smaller, more enclosed work environment. I'm working from home in front of a window in my bedroom, and my work day is pretty much proceeding as normal. I have my standard routine. I get up, I work out, I shower, I get ready for work, and then I commute to my room, I shut the door, and that's my work day. I love being able to pop out for a walk every now and then. The weather right now is gorgeous. It's 70 degrees in the Northeast on the second day of spring, so can't really ask for much more. So that's a huge benefit is, I guess, having a little bit more ability to curate the environment. And my colleagues are just a click away. We're all super responsive on Slack, and I can call my manager, I can call my colleagues. I really feel connected, like almost as though nothing has changed, aside from my physical location, which, again, I'm not hating because I am, as someone who gets more energy from being alone, I feel like I just feel a lot more productive in this new environment. I mean, it's a very uncertain time for many people. So I feel very fortunate in this time to have this little sort of sliver of certainty, and to be able to adjust and respond to what's going on in a positive way. So that's me on a personal note as far as what's going on. And I guess, so it's a devastating time for many people. It's lost in all directions as far as recent developments and events. I feel like many people are responding in very positive ways. I feel like our medical community, our scientific community is really responding positively and strongly. I feel like our first responders and our medical personnel, I really shout out to those people. I have friends who are nurses and doctors who are working around the clock. And I have a really good friend who's I think she's a trauma nurse or a labor and delivery nurse. And I see her, like, I interact with her a bit on social media, and I have such respect for her because while everyone else decided to sort of hold up in their houses, she's out there on the front lines, and I just, again, have such tremendous respect for her and the effect the positive effect she's having on the world. So in that, I wish there was more I could do. But as far as for many of us, the most we can do is to take care of ourselves and to not be irresponsible in our actions. So that's kind of our calling at this point, which can be frustrating because I'm very much someone who likes to be doing things. And right now it's like the most you can do is your job and not be irresponsible. So that's the doing of this situation. Personally, this has kind of allowed me a little bit more freedom to, again, curate my environment. I've gotten kind of kicked in the butt to get my home working office presentable, and I really enjoy it. I love working from home. And I'm hoping, I don't know how this will change business going forward. Again, unprecedented time, but I appreciate this flexibility so much because I know that not everyone and not every industry is in the position to do that. So that's kind of my current situation as far as me on a personal level. If you've been around this channel, you know I'm roommates with my mom, and our house is we're having the opportunity to take a little bit more care of our house because we're in it a lot more. I try to open the windows whenever possible to kind of let some fresh air in. We're both trying to get out there and go for walks as often as possible. The weather's been really nice up here, so that's been we've been able to do that more, which is wonderful. And I'm really enjoying this. I'm enjoying the spring that's kind of blooming all around us. So that's where it is. My mother's super, she's full of energy and lively, but she'll like nap for large parts of the day, and then she'll be up and like, we'll go out and do something. We're doing a lot of like family activities. I'm teaching her dance moves from TikTok. I'm recording her. This is what we do in our free time. She's baking things, which is unusual. Normally, I'm the one that's like baking and getting the meals ready, and we're both kind of trying to clean as we go because we're in the house more, so we like it to be clean. So aside from that, not really much has changed. Situation is developing. The situation is constantly changing, and we're just really grateful. We appreciate being safe and having each other in this time. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll take this opportunity to reach out to your loved ones and to stay safe and to take care. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll keep watching.